You're at a party, or a family dinner, or sitting with your friends laughing at something on someone's phone, and you look around the room, and you feel nothing. Not sad, not angry, just hollow. Like you're watching your own life through a window. Present, but not there. And the worst part, you can't even explain it. Because technically, you're not alone. So why does it feel like you are? That feeling has a name, and more people are carrying it than you think. Here's a number that stopped me when I first read it. Nearly 3 in 5 people, that's not a small group, that's the majority, say that no one truly knows them, not their partner, not their closest friend, not even their family. And here's what's wild. This isn't just people sitting alone in empty apartments. These are people with full lives, full calendars, group chats blowing up every 5 minutes. A 2024 study by the American Psychiatric Association found that 30% of adults aged 18 to 34 feel lonely every single week. Not occasionally, every week. The most connected generation in human history, the one that grew up with Wi-Fi and smartphones and 1,000 ways to reach someone, is also the loneliest. So this isn't about not having people around you. This is about something much more specific. And if you felt it, you already know what I'm talking about. The problem isn't the number of people in your life. It's whether any of them actually know you. Think about the last real conversation you had. Not, how's work, or did you see that thing online? I mean a conversation where you said something true, where you admitted you were struggling, or confused, or scared, where you stopped performing and just talked. When was that? Last week? Last month? Can you even remember? Most of us have learned, without even realizing it, to keep things surface level. We got hurt once and closed a door. Or we were raised somewhere where emotions were weakness. Or we tried to go deep once and the other person made it weird, so we stopped trying. And the cruel irony is this: the more you protect yourself from being truly known, the lonelier you become, because you can be in a room full of people who love the version of you that you show them, and still feel completely invisible, because they don't actually know you. They know you're representative. Research actually backs this up in a way that hit me hard. Scientists found that when lonely people are surrounded by others, the loneliness doesn't go away. In some cases, it gets worse, because the gap between what you need and what you're actually getting becomes more obvious. You're reminded of the connection you're not having, in real time, by everyone in the room. Here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. Some of the loneliness you feel, you are participating in it. Not because you're broken, not because something is wrong with you, but because vulnerability is terrifying. And most of us would rather feel lonely in private than risk being rejected out in the open. So we keep the conversation light. We say, "I'm fine," when we're not. We post the highlights and hide the hard parts. We build a whole social life on the surface and then wonder why it doesn't feel like enough. But here's what I want you to sit with. You can't be truly known if you never truly show up. And you can't feel connected to people who only know your performance. That hollow feeling in the room full of people, that's not proof that something is wrong with you. That's your soul telling you it wants something real. So what do you do with this? I'm not going to tell you to be vulnerable and send you on your way, because that's not advice. That's a fortune cookie. Here's what I actually think works. Start with one person. Not everyone. Not a big announcement. Just one person in your life. Someone you already trust. Even a little. And the next time they ask how you're doing, try telling them the truth. Not the whole truth. Just a bit more than you normally would. Watch what happens. Most of the time, real honesty invites real honesty back. When you stop performing, other people feel permission to stop performing too. And suddenly you're having an actual conversation. The kind you walk away from feeling lighter, not just entertained. And the second thing, and this one takes longer, is to get honest with yourself about what you're actually hiding and why. Because sometimes the loneliness isn't about the people around you at all. It's about the parts of yourself you haven't made peace with. The parts you're scared to show because you haven't fully accepted them yourself. The connection you're looking for starts on the inside before it can exist on the outside. If you're watching this and you felt something, if some part of this video felt like it was written about you, I want you to know that you are not the only one sitting in a full room feeling empty. Most people are. They're just not saying it. And that's exactly why you should.